Hater followers, it's time for our weekly prediction edition. Are Victor and Billy going to get slapped down? And are we going to have surprise pregnancies? You're listening to Soap Dirt, the most recent news about television entertainment. We're going to dive right in with our predictions for Nick and Sharon based on promotions, official soap spoilers, recent episode action, and more. Plural is baby rabies about to break out. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, Adam Chelsea, Billy Nikki, and first up, Jill Kyle, CLA, Sharon, and Cameron. According to spoilers, on Tuesday, September 24, Nick Newman will help Sharon cover up her crime. On that day, Sharon will have a horrible nightmare about Daniel being bloody and heart-shaped, and Cameron will make it worse by telling her that she can make that dream come true, as if it's something she's been wanting to achieve. Meanwhile, Heather and Daniel are considering moving out of town to start over. But it could be too late for that according to spoilers. On Wednesday, September 25th, Nick and Mariah are hatching a plan to assist Sharon. On the same day, Cameron is pressuring Sharon to go dark and take whatever necessary measures to exact revenge on her daughter. On Thursday, September 26th, spoilers indicate that Sharon is fired up to exact revenge for Cassie Newman's death, and things take a dangerous turn. On Friday, September 27th, the 30th anniversary episode of the Sharon case will air, and we will have the big reveal. Conclusion of her narrative is depicted in this week's promo, which contains official spoilers. I'm sure Daniel isn't dead, but I could totally see Nick getting Daniel to the ER and then hiding Sharon out so she's not arrested because he knows that this is the mental illness, and this is not Sharon being violent. Sharon is in the woods freaking out about what have I done and how can I get out of this. I think Nick is going to show up and help her like he's not going to bury the body, bury him alive. Criminal, but she really needs assistance, and I believe he would help her hide the truth and flee the scene of the crime long enough to get her some support. Obviously, this isn't a long-term solution, but would Nick go to great lengths to assist her? You know, he's not always the law-abiding citizen. We would like to assume he's fine. Our second prediction is that Chelsea will constantly flee because she is pregnant and is unsure of who is to blame. Chelsea became really alarmed last week when Adam said, "You know, perhaps we should consider what Connor wants and, at the very least, consider what a reunion might look like." She freaked out and bolted, and Billy saw her disappear. According to spoilers for Monday, September 23rd, Billy is questioning the audience at Society. What did you do, and why did Chelsea storm out, upset? Adam isn't really sure why she's acting that way. Billy yanks at him, and Adam strikes him. Billy is convinced to back off by Phyllis. I know Billy is a cheater himself, but you know he can be a hypocrite like most of the characters on the show. So Chelsea is telling Summer this week that she lost Billy over a stupid mistake that's Monday, and then he gets upset and thanks her for not letting him do what he wanted, which was to throw Adam through the window. She believes that fight means he still cares about Chelsea, but he can't forgive her infidelity because it was with Adam. Adam approaches Chelsea and apologizes for making her feel uncomfortable by bringing up the reunion. Chelsea responds, "Just drop it," and she leaves again. Is she running from something she wants to keep hidden from them both? She may be pregnant, but she's not sure whose baby it is, Boston and Adam or Geno City and Billy, which would make things nice and messy. Our third forecast, Victor, is ousted by Nikki and Jill, and Billy slaps them both for having big egos, are endangering numerous businesses, and these ladies might decide that enough is enough, thus revealing spoilers, as we all know that Billy's ego is out of control, but Victor's is too. He has a lot of grudges right now, and he's trying to punish Jack, punish Billy, punish Audra, drive Kyle away from Victoria, and pull Kyle away from Jack. Jess Walton is filming scenes this week, and she will be on the air in late October, which is also when November Sweeps kicks off. Attempting to exert influence Claire Victoria, To all of you now that Jill is back, she and Nikki might come together as a voice of reason and kick both the men out, take over Abbott Chancellor, and then over at Newman Enterprises. Victor is out of control, and there's just a whole bunch of mess going on, and I think Nikki is kind of starting to see this right now. She's still siding with Victor, but she also doesn't necessarily like everything that he's doing. Nikki may for the force Victor out, so according to Monday, March 23 spoilers, Victoria is attempting to persuade Victor and Billy to reach a win-win agreement, but they both believe it's not possible. Victor has Adam's support, and Phyllis is helping Billy in his war. Lily's overt conspiracy with Victor is well known, and Jill will not like that Billy fired Lily without telling her, which is a major setback for him. Victor has been deceiving Nikki about his involvement in numerous scams, and Jill will not be happy about this. Nikki and Jill may band together to defend Catherine's legacy from all the foolishness that Billy and Victor are both involved in, but I don't believe Nikki is going to appreciate any of this. This is the other pregnancy prediction, and our fourth prediction is a future prediction. I kind of imagine Kyle and Claire having a child together. They are currently dating, and she has given notice to leave her job as his nanny because she doesn't want to date her boss. I believe it was. I don't think she's ever done the deed with anyone. She was very sheltered by her crazy Aunt Jordan, and I think she's probably a virgin. Last week, she talked to both Victoria and Cole about her growing feelings for Kyle and talking about firsts in her life, like she's never had the love of family before she has it now, and moving on to other things she's never had, like a boyfriend and first kiss, which she just had with Kyle. Since Kyle is young and popular, I believe we could end up with another Newman Abbott child. I could see them getting married, she getting pregnant, and they starting a family. According to the fall preview spoilers, some people are becoming envious of them, so we can expect Jack and Victor to be shocked by this. Victor would be furious that Claire chose Kyle, and I believe this indicates that the warnings won't be effective. Our fifth and final prediction is that Sharon will hurt herself in order to stop talking to Cameron. To silence that inner voice Tuesday, September 24th, the nightmare that's been tormenting Sharon is the Daniel bloody dream, and Cameron is merely encouraging her to make it reality by instructing her to go dark and do what she needs to do on Wednesday, the 25th. Thursday, the 26th, things are getting hazardous because Sharon wants retribution for Cassie's passing, which is all Daniel's fault. This Friday is the 30th anniversary episode of Sharon Case. She has been teased and haunted by Cameron, which has been a persistent issue, yet he keeps reminding. "This isn't me," she said. "It's true that he's a hallucinatory manifestation of her dark-sided issues." However, I wonder how far Sharon will go to remove his voice from her mind. Will she overdose on pills or commit self-harm, such as driving herself off the road or doing something else extremely dangerous that her family needs to save her from? Realizing that the voice in her head has caused her to do something terrible, most likely to Daniel, and that she can't live with herself if she does. Thank you so much for listening to our forecasts. Since Cameron will always be on her mind, the question is, what might she do? And the answer is something scary. Please leave your thoughts below regarding the direction you would want to see these storylines take. If you are not already following us, please do so. I hope to see you back soon. Every day, Belinda from Soap Dirt talks about being young and restless with you. We appreciate your support as a listener, and you should follow us wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss the next episode. There is soap residue on every prominent podcasting services such as Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and others.